Hey y'all, it's your girl Nida and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have got a bop or flop review, and today's review is going to be a relatively short one. As you can see, I've already got my full face on, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Makeup Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer. So apparently I live under a rock because this has been like a really hot item for maybe about a few weeks, but apparently I live under a rock. This is what happens when I don't check Trend Mood for a long period of time. I miss things. So Makeup Revolution is a pretty popular brand here in the States, but they are based in the UK. So this was sold out on Ulta in every shade that I would need. Now, what's so special about this bronzer is it's supposed to be like universally just fitting for any and everybody. They've got some really nice deep shades at the end of the spectrum, which is really cool because I know for people who are deeper skin tones, they do have trouble finding bronzers, and apparently this is the bronzer that a lot of people with deeper skin tones are talking about. So I did want to check it out. My go-to bronzers for myself personally are the ColourPop bronzer. I believe it's in the shades Afternoon Delight, and the Bobbi Brown bronzer. I don't remember the shade name, but those are the two bronzers that I like the most. Funny enough, I got the Bobbi Brown one from like TJ Maxx. I just kind of like stumbled upon it, and when I got home and opened it, it was completely untouched and pristine. Love that. That's what I love about finding something at TJ Maxx. That's what makes it worth it at TJ Maxx, is you find something and it's a gem, completely untouched, clean, unopened. I live for that. Anyways, so this was sold out on Ulta, unfortunately, in the two shades that I thought would work for me. So I went to Beauty Bay because Beauty Bay typically has it. They were sold out in the specific shade I wanted, so I got the next shade down that I thought might work as well. So I believe I wanted the shade dark, but I went for, or was like tan dark, or I'm not sure, but I went for the shade medium dark, and that may be too dark, so I might have played myself, but it's okay because it happened. It's done. It's fine. Ooh, this smells nice. It smells like coconuts and pineapple. I like this. I like the smell of that. I love when powder products have smells. So I definitely might have played myself. This definitely may be too dark for me, but we're gonna do it anyway because they did not have my shade in stock. So it is what it is. I think this is a really interesting way they did this. This is at least from this end. There's medium, medium dark, dark, deep, and then deep dark. I will include a picture here on the side or somewhere around these areas here, and that will show you guys the picture that I looked at that really intrigued me about this bronzer and wanted to try it out. This retailed for $12. So in terms of what you get here, this is a net weight of 0.54 ounces, which is 15.5 grams. So you do get quite a lot of quite a lot of product, and the compact itself is pretty large. Like, that's a big pan. You're not gonna finish that anytime soon, which is great. I love the compact. I love this reflective color. This is really nice. This says glow, and I'm not exactly positive as to why, considering that this is a matte bronzer. So let me grab a brush and I'm going to apply it and tell you guys what I think. My name's Nida and I'm terribly ill prepared because I never make sure to clean off my brushes ahead of time. I always sit down and then I'm filming and then boom, I gotta clean a brush. I'm a clown. That's clown activity. Okay, so I got my brush here. As I'm tapping in here, I'm seeing a little bit of fallout. I hope I'm not picking up too much because then that would pretty much confirm I am a clown. But I picked up what I think should be enough. It's not a lot of fallout. It's just you disturb the pan a little, even with like light taps, and you do get the fallout. But that's okay. So I'm just using this bronzer brush. I think this is from the brand Danielle. This is my favorite bronzer brush. I always use this for all my bronzers. It's just a really good brush. I got this for mad cheap though, from like Bells. So I love that this mirror is huge. So even if this doesn't work out shade wise, I'm keeping this like I'm a dead ass keep it because this mirror is like really freaking nice. And this is just typically where I would put my bronzer, is right here in this hollow of my cheek. And then I typically go in with my sponge and I just blend it out a little bit, because sometimes when you distribute the product with a brush, it just kind of like, it gets patchy sometimes. So I like to go over it and just blend it out with my sponge, and that just gives me a really even finish. So I do see it right here in the hollow. It is quite cool tone and a little too cool tone for me, but that's okay, because then I know for sure that the and I always have like a shadow right here, but you can definitely see this is far more pronounced over here versus over here. But yeah, this is definitely more cool toned, and I think I need a more warmer one. I typically air for a warmer bronzer anyway, because this is a bronzer and you do want it to be on the warmer side, because it's giving your face warmth more so than just like straight contour. So if anything, I could also use this as like a contour and then put my bronzer over it as well, repurposing things that may not work for me, because you don't want to waste money out here in these streets. It does apply a tad bit patchy, just a tad. So I don't know if that's just me. That could be a user error, which happens sometimes. That's not a problem. But definitely if you buy it and it applies patchy for you, blend it out with your sponge and that will give it a smoother appearance. All right, now I'm gonna take it down my nose and see if I can create a nose bridge, because as you can see, I barely have a nose bridge. Doesn't work because it is kind of cool toned as a bronzer. I think I'll definitely use it as a more of like a contour. I'm just taking a Morphe M7 II. This is just like a miniature flat kind of contour brush, and I'm just taking that and doing what I would normally do with my bronzer. I like to take it up here into this hollow up towards my brow and then down my nose to create a nose bridge, because I don't really have a very defined one. I have a very flat nose, but that's okay. I think my flat nose is cute. I typically don't blend it out with that brush, because what ends up happening is that brush kind of holds on to excess product. So I'll go in with my sponge and I always blend out my nose contour with that. Okay, I like that. I like that on the nose. I like that on the nose more than I like it on the cheeks. I don't typically do like my forehead or anything like that, because I just don't need to. Oh man, this smell is so freaking good. This blends out really nicely with this sponge. It blends out really well. I'm just using a little Japanese sponge. So yeah, I like that. I like how that looks on the nose. So hey man, if I don't keep using this on my cheeks for bronzer, then this will definitely be a solid nose contour. So I'm just gonna finish off the rest of my face, setting spray and highlighter, and I'm gonna throw on some mascara because I'm not putting on any lashes. I'm not going anywhere after this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. All I did was throw on some mascara and some gloss because I didn't feel like putting on any lashes, because I'm not going anywhere after this. I'm just gonna be home, so no point in throwing on a full pair of lashes if I'm just gonna be in the house. So yeah, as you can see, it actually looks really nice, even though it is just a tad too deep for me and just a tad too cool, but it actually blended out really nicely, especially after I blended it out with my sponge. So if you are going to pick this up, I do suggest that you have a sponge on hand and blend that out. I always blend out my bronzer or contour with a sponge anyway, because it just kind of helps to melt the product down and to make it look more seamless. But this one seemed to benefit from it the most, because when I first applied it with the brush, it was a little patchy, and I'm not sure if that's the formula or if that was my brush or just me. I would have to play with it some more and see, but this is definitely a bop for me from a standpoint of like, it's just a great price and it is a very nice bronzer. It has a great shade range, so there's a little bit of something there for everyone, which is also very good. So yeah, it's a bop for me. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below so that way you can always be notified whenever I upload. For the rest of the month, I am going to be trying to upload twice a week. Whew, yeah, that one's gonna be tough, but I'm going to try because I've been wanting to upload twice a week for a while, but between work and everything else, it just wouldn't happen. I would film, and then I would end up editing, and then only one video would go up for the week, and it just, for whatever reason, was not working out. But I'm doing it. I'm going to step it up. I've been proud of myself because I've been very consistent, and I'm happy with the consistency. I'm happy with the growth. I'm happy you guys are enjoying my content because that is exciting, that I'm putting out things that you guys like to watch and enjoy. So the upload schedule, probably this video will go up the Wednesday that I'm doing this, but the upload schedule from hopefully now on will be Wednesdays and Saturdays. It'll be Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 3:30, which you guys have pretty much gotten accustomed to at this point on my channel, that I upload every Saturday. But I would really love to do twice a week, so Wednesday and Saturday it is. Wednesday at 7 p.m. and that's Eastern time, and Saturday at 3:30 EST. So that way you guys will have double the dose of Nida. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but for anybody out there who enjoys it, I got you, I got you. So just so you don't forget, make sure to hit the bell down below so that way you can, like I said before, always be notified whenever I upload on my channel. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye.